Today, I'm going to be talking about Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his government, which has now been in power for 12 years. Let's begin. Hello, I am a global nationalist. I support nationalism in my country, India, and in all countries around the globe. Today, I'm going to be talking about uh, the completion by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his government of 12 years in office. I want to discuss how India has changed in Prime Minister Modi's time in office. I will do this by looking at the government policies during the last 12 years and also at how the BJP has performed politically in this time. Without further ado, let's get started. The details. Prime Minister Narendra Modi completed 12 years in office. Mr. Modi has been credited with welfare driven governance, efficient transparency mechanisms, and country's growing diplomatic influence on the global stage. The following are some of the policies that have happened in the last 12 Modi years. The first is the Swachh Bharat mission, which began in 2014 under his guidance. Over 120 million toilets were constructed, achieving 100% open defecation free status in rural India by 2019. This triumph empowered women with safe facilities. PM Modi turned to technology in 2015, unveiling the Digital India initiative to bridge divides and empower citizens. 1.2 billion Aadhaar cards linking people to services and Unified Payments Interface (UPI), redefining global finance by handling 50% of the world's digital transactions by volume. Authorizing surgical strikes against Pakistan-sponsored terrorism, followed by the Balakot airstrike in 2019 and Operation Sindoor in 2025. In 2017, the goods and services tax was implemented. This created the tax system into a single nationwide framework. The PM streamlined trade, boosted revenue, crossing 2 lakh crore in 2024, and fostered integration. 5 lakhs annually uh, were provided to over 500 million people. It slashed this was with Ayushman Bharat in 2018. It slashed medical costs while thousands of health and wellness centers brought care to remote areas. The Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana housed millions. Ujjwala Yojana delivered free LPG connections to over 100 million households, and PM Kisan Saman Nidhi supported farmers with direct income. In 2020, as the world grappled with the unprecedented COVID-19 pandemic, the Modi acted swiftly by imposing a nationwide lockdown in March 2020, which effectively slowed the initial spread of the virus and bought critical time for the healthcare system to prepare and ramp up infrastructure. This was followed by a historic vaccination drive that administered over 2.2 billion doses, making India the fastest country globally to achieve such scale through robust digital enablement via co-win and seamless public-private coordination. PM Modi also announced production linked incentive schemes, uh, short formed into PLI. These gave a massive boost to domestic manufacturing. His Atmanirbhar Bharat vision, which means, I think it means self-reliant India. It championed indigenous production in defense, Akash missile, BrahMos, Tejas aircraft, and beyond, while creating the Chief of Defense Staff post to strengthen strategic deterrence. PM Modi's unwavering resolve to eradicate nationalism, a mission that became a cornerstone of Home Minister Amit Shah's internal security strategy. Um, robust This included robust security operations with development and community engagement in Naxal affected regions. This reduced Naxal influence dramatically, and they have eliminated Naxal violence and made India Naxal free in March 2026. Connectivity, another pillar of the PM's legacy, reshaped Bharat's landscape from 2014 to 2025. Over 65,000 kilometers of national highways, high-speed rail projects like the Mumbai Ahmedabad bullet train, and modernized airports and ports emerged under his Bharatmala and Sagramala initiatives. January 2024 marked a civilizational culmination with the inauguration of the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya, facilitated by the Supreme Court's 2019 verdict and overseen by his government, PM Modi's. The temple's consecration symbolized the cultural resurgence, uniting millions in pride and identity. In Modi 3.0, the Modi's third term, there were two major initiatives. One was Waqf Amendment Act, and the other was Operation Sindoor. The Waqf Amendment Act, passed in early April 2025, brought much needed transparency and accountability to the opaque Waqf system through mandatory audits, digitization, and inclusion of non Muslims in boards. It curbed arbitrary land claims, and Operation Sindoor, launched on 7th May 2025, was a swift and precise military response to the April 22 Pahalgam terror attack. Terror camps in Pakistan and POK were attacked, eliminating over 100 militants and destroying key infrastructure of Lashkar and Jaish, reinforcing zero tolerance on terrorism. The Modi government maintained impressive fiscal prudence while ensuring the nation remained unimpacted by the US Iran war. So, these are the policies and initiatives uh, implemented by the Modi government. And now I want to talk about the political performance of the BJP. These are the key electoral victories that powered BJP's rise across India. Starting with the 2014 Lok Sabha election, the 2014 general election marked a watershed moment in Indian politics, riding on a wave of anti-incumbency against the UPA government and Modi's development-focused campaign. The BJP won 282 seats on its own, while the NDA secured 336 seats. In that same year, in Maharashtra, the party emerged as the single largest force and later formed a government. In Haryana, it secured an outright majority for the first time in its history. This showed that Modi wave was not limited to parliamentary elections and significantly expanded the BJP's influence in western and northern India. The BJP achieved a historic breakthrough in Assam by defeating the Congress and forming its first government in the Northeast in the 2016 Assam Assembly election. 2017 Uttar Pradesh Assembly election. The BJP won 312 of the state's 403 assembly seats, crushing rivals and securing one of the biggest mandates in the state's history, cemented the party's dominance in India's most populous state, and reinforced Modi's grip over the Hindi heartland. 2019 Lok Sabha election, the party increased its tally from 282 to 303 seats, while the NDA comfortably crossed the majority mark. 2022 Uttar Pradesh Assembly elections. The BJP retained power in Uttar Pradesh under Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, becoming the first party in decades to return to office consecutively in the state. 2023 Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and Chhattisgarh. The BJP's strong performance in the 2023 assembly elections across Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh was widely seen as a major comeback. 2024 Haryana and Maharashtra. Uh, this article doesn't mention the 2024 general election, but I need to say it that that election was very close for the BJP, where they lost their majority, their party majority that they had to form a, but their alliance, their pre-poll NDA alliance, got majority, and that is how they maintained power. Following the 2024 general election, the BJP secured key victories in Haryana and Maharashtra, helping the party sustain political momentum. 2025 Delhi Assembly election, the party won 48 out of 70 assembly seats under the Aam Aadmi Party. Bihar Assembly election, a commanding victory in Bihar, winning 202 out of state's 243 assembly seats. It showed the BJP's growing ability to dominate states once considered difficult electoral terrain. 2026 West Bengal Assembly election. The BJP's victory in West Bengal in 2026 stands out as one of the most consequential electoral moments of the Modi era, winning 207 seats in a state where it had never previously governed. The party dramatically altered the state's political landscape and reduced the dominance of the ruling Trinamool Congress. Closing remarks. This shows that the Prime Minister has had a major effect on India, and through various means, we can see that the digital payments and digital India itself have grown widely. India is now much more connected to the internet. This is connected partly to the PLI that I mentioned, that scheme, because it uh, encouraged Indian companies to manufacture mobile phones in India, which helped India become a very large scale mobile manufacturing country. And in for nationalism, Modi government has been very strong on defense by responding to terrorist attacks against by Pakistan terrorist organizations with force. This has reduced terrorism within India. I have discussed this in a previous video, which I will share in a link above on top of the video, where you will see it there. You can click it and watch that video. And also with Naxalism, the Modi government has completely finished the Maoist insurgency, and there is no district in India which remains owned or controlled by the Maoists, and that is good for internal security. And we can see that the Hindu nationalism ideology is gaining popularity in India because that is because the BJP getting elected repeatedly in different parts of India shows that people are supporting the BJP's ideology, which is Hindutva. So I think that this these 12 years have been very good for nationalism in India. And however, I don't deny that there are problems. I that the Modi government has, which all governments do. I think that uh, some of the rhetoric regarding Indian Muslims is inflammatory. I don't agree that the Modi government, as a government, is intolerant towards Muslims. because as far as I know, there has been no law passed that discriminates against Indian Muslims, and CAA NRC discriminates against foreign Muslims, not Indian Muslims. And however, there has been rhetoric by BJP political leaders which has offended Indian Muslims, and I think that the party needs to condemn and rein in those politicians. But overall, I think that India has done well in the last 12 years, and I am hopeful of the future performance of this government. And before I end this video, I want to just make clear that I am not a member of the BJP or any political party. I have not given or received any money from any political party. I am only giving these opinions because I believe in them. And if I have offended anyone, if anyone disagrees, then they are free to express themselves. After all, we live in a free country. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Please share your thoughts in the comment section. If you want to see other videos about Indian nationalism uh, in general, click here. If you want to see my previous video, click here. If you want to see the sources I used for this video, click the links in the description below. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.